A pleasant good evening and welcome to Panther Stadium for tonight's first round playoff game between the Eau Claire Shamrocks and your Batesburg-Leesville Panthers. For our visitors from Eau Claire, the restroom facilities are located to the scoreboard end behind the stands adjacent to the baseball field. On the home side, restrooms and concessions are located beneath the press box. Tonight is Military Appreciation Night, and we would like to take a moment to recognize our veterans. If you are a veteran of our armed forces, please stand and be recognized. To all of those who have served and those who continue to serve, thank you for keeping America the land of the free and the home of the brave.
My name is Lexi Davis, and I'm a sophomore at Batesburg-Leesville High School. At this time, would you please stand for the invocation? Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and for allowing us to join in this athletic contest. Please watch over us and help us to maintain fair play and good sportsmanship. We ask that you guard each participant from injury and that your will be done. Please be with us as we return to our homes after the game. Amen.
Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Batesburg-Leesville High School Army Junior ROTC and the national anthem to be performed by Ms. Lexi Davis. The JROTC Honor Guard for tonight are the United States Flag Bearer, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Miguel Godinez, South Carolina State Flag, Cadet Second Lieutenant Crystal Romero, Front Guard, Cadet Staff Sergeant Rosie Flores, Rear Guard, Cadet Private First Class Garrett Barr.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Captains tonight for Batesburg-Leesville. Number 18, Jack Baltnight. Number 5, Tyler Wooten. Number 22, Amadre Wooden. And number 2, K.D. Witt. Batesburg-Leesville has won the toss and deferred to the second half.
Down the middle, and a very subtle Shamrock logo on either side. It will be
Back
Eau
deep for the
Claire
Shamrocks,
receive
number
the
1.
opening kickoff to get this ball game underway. As the Panthers will kick it off left to right. It is going to be returnable, picked up at the 15-yard line, returned to the 20, going to the right side and stopped near the 30-yard line. A return of about 10 yards. So it's the Eau Claire offense on the field first. The Shamrocks are led by their very athletic quarterback, Ja'Cory Sumter. He can run, he can throw the football. He is their main priority as far as offensive weapons goes. We've got an Eau Claire penalty to get this game underway. That will move the football back to the 15-yard line thereabouts. They're going to spot it at the 12-yard line, it appears. First and 10 from there. Here's a run that's going to gash all the way into Panther territory to the 47-yard line. On first down, the opening run going for big yardage by Aiden Davis-Young for the Eau Claire Shamrocks. Into Panther territory at the 47-yard line. It's first down from there. They were scrimmaging from basically the shadow of their own end zone. Now some breathing room as we get this ball game underway. Out of the shotgun, two receivers to the right side, quarterback keeper. Sumter is going to bury his head down inside the 45 to the 42, 43-yard line. It's a gain of about 5, maybe 6 there on first down. Brings up second down and manageable. We'll give him 4 yards, so second down 6 coming up. Second down 6, Eau Claire Shamrocks scrimmaging from their left hash mark, wide side of the field to their right as they move right to left. Balance set with a receiver on either side, a tight end to the left. Single setback with the right hip of his quarterback. Here on second down and 6. 3-step drop back. Tyler Wooten adding some pressure. Quarterback trying to get away from Wooten. Wooten's going to eat him up all day long. Tyler Wooten. Big play after big play, week after week for the senior defensive end who had the pick 6 last week against Saluda. Comes up with a big sack here on second down, making it third down and forever, pushing Eau Claire back into their own territory at their own 45-yard line. It's a loss of about 15 yards there. Third down, and he has to get way down yonder for a fresh set of sticks. They're playing behind the chains now after Tyler Wooten chases him down. They're coming near side, and Drew Centilla is going to get an arm on him, and that will help K.D. Witt come up, and Jaden Davis to finish off the ball carrier for Eau Claire and set up fourth down and long. Fourth down and long coming up here for Eau Claire at midfield. Ball spotted just a hair inside the 50-yard line. They're going to keep that offense on the field. Look out for a quick kick here. Fourth down at about 12. Shotgun set, low snap. Quarterback grabs it out. He's going to throw right. It is going to be caught and stopped well shy of the first down marker at the 42-yard line of the Panthers. Batesburg-Leesville will take over in excellent shape field position-wise. Panthers gave up one big play on that opening run to position Eau Claire into Panther territory, but then the big sack by Tyler Wooten. Loss of 15 yards, and then a run of just a few. Pass play on fourth down comes up well short of the first down, and Batesburg-Leesville takes over. First down and 10. Left hash mark from the 43-yard line. Wide side of the field to Reese Binky's right. He's got Jeremiah Merritt down there. Single setback, that's a Madre Wooden. Coming in motion was K.D. Witt, but a whistle and a flag. It's going to go against Batesburg-Leesville. No, it's going to be offsides against the Shamrocks. 5-yard penalty against Eau Claire, so Batesburg-Leesville closer to the 50-yard line now. Looking at first down and 5. First down Panthers, getting set to run their first offensive play of this ball game. Here in the opening round of the 2A playoffs in the upper state. K.D. Witt, Jeremiah Merritt wide to the right side. Single receiver out to the left, handoff up the middle of Madre Wooden. Wooden 45-40, tried to make a cut, but slipped down inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. First down run for Madre Wooden, goes for a big gainer into Eau Claire territory. Just underway. 8 minutes, 43 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. No score. Winner of this opening round game will go on the road if Chester defeats Blacksburg tonight. They would go on the road to Chester. If Blacksburg wins that game and Batesburg-Leesville defeats Eau Claire, then Blacksburg would come to Panther Stadium. We've got a whistle and Some laundry on the field, flags all over the place. Another penalty marker going against the Eau Claire Shamrocks, another offsides penalty. First down 5, Batesburg-Leesville in Eau Claire territory. Ball spotted shy of the 30-yard line. Panthers send a man in motion. It's going to be Amadre Wooden coming right side, and Amadre's tangled up. Running into 3 defenders. No gain on the play, was pushed back, may have lost a yard.
Woods on the carry. No gain.
They say his forward progress was stopped at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. Sets up second down now, Batesburg-Leesville, second down and 5. Just inside the 35 at the 34-yard line, right hash mark, wide side of the field to the left, where Nashawn Stewart and K.D. Witt are your receivers. Jeremiah Merritt down below. Handoff Amadre right up the middle. Amadre is going to be stopped short of the first down marker right at the 30-yard line. Running behind a freshman center tonight instead of a senior center. Preston Smith not getting the start tonight. Instead, it's a freshman getting his first ever career varsity start after joining the team this week from the junior varsity ranks. It's Tegan Gambrell. Third down 3 Panthers in Eau Claire territory, shy of the 30. Toss back to Amadre, cuts inside. Amadre 25-20. Amadre 15, down to the 10-yard line goes Amadre Wooden. Fresh set of downs, Batesburg-Leesville. First and 10, and the Panthers knocking on the Shamrocks' door. First down, Batesburg-Leesville, first and goal to go. Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. Panthers' opening drive started with great field position at their own 43-yard line. Binky turns, hands off to Amadre Wooden. Wooden is going to be stopped shy of the 5-yard line, a gain of 4.
Woods on the carry. Gain of 2.
No, just a gain of 2 for Amadre.
Second down 8.
So second down coming up here for the Panthers. Second down goal to go from the 8-yard line. Opening drive here for Batesburg-Leesville in this opening round of the 2A Upper State Playoffs against Eau Claire. Eau Claire making the playoffs courtesy of that one region win that they needed over Columbia. Here's a pass to K.D. Witt. K.D. inside the 10, inside the 5, and K.D. fighting for the end zone. He's there. Touchdown. Touchdown, Batesburg-Leesville. Touchdown, K.D. Witt. An 8-yard touchdown reception, and with that touchdown, K.D. Witt is now the record holder for single season touchdowns with 11. Here's the extra point. It's up. It's good. Smith connects, and the Panthers go up 7-0. Welcome back to Panther Stadium. Batesburg-Leesville kicks it away, leading 7-0. Taken back near the 5-yard line, returned out across the 10, 15. There's a little seam to the 30. Far sideline, short of the 40-yard line, out of bounds there. Nice little setup for a return for Eau Claire. K.D. Witt with his 11th touchdown reception of the season. That's now a new Batesburg-Leesville record for single season touchdown receptions, surpassing the 10 he had a season ago and the 10 that Karan Coleman had. First and 10, Eau Claire, trailing 7-0 here in the first quarter with 5:33 remaining. Shamrocks want to pass, incomplete over on the far side. So second down 10 coming up here for the Shamrocks. Shamrocks moving right to left here on WBLR 103.3 FM and 1430 AM. Sumter going to throw right. That's caught and stopped short of the first down marker as Batesburg-Leesville's Cam Martin says, book him, Dano. He's going to get there and stop the receiver a yard shy, brings up third down 1. Near midfield, ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Eau Claire is going to put trips out to the left side. Single receiver to the right. Single setback out of the shotgun. Quarterback keeper right up the middle, and he is going to trip over the 50 to the Batesburg-Leesville 49-yard line, and that's a first down for Eau Claire. The Shamrocks get fresh sticks. In Batesburg-Leesville territory, just inside the 50. 7-0 score, 4 minutes, 22 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Panthers with the lead. K.D. Witt, an 8-yard touchdown reception from Reese Binky. Shotgun set, delayed handoff. Runner's going to be drilled and dropped at the 50. Loss of 1, brings up second down 11. It was Drew Centilla getting in there from his safety spot.
B.J. Ashford only carried for no gain. Tackle at Drew Centilla.
Officially no gain on the play. Second down 10 coming up. Four receiver look here for Eau Claire, trips left. Ball spot between the hashes, they're going to throw right. K.D. Witt is going to be penalized, I think, for the very first time in his career for a possible pass interference penalty. I thought he got a clean hand in there and batted that ball down incomplete. He should be credited with a pass breakup, not a pass interference. But the official sees it differently. And K.D. Witt, first time in his career, 3-year starter on both sides of the football, has ever seen a penalty marker thrown against him. First down, Shamrocks. Throw caught at the Batesburg-Leesville 30 and tackled out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Close to another first down here for Eau Claire, moving the football a little efficiently here, trying to answer Batesburg-Leesville's touchdown earlier. Short of that first down, second down 2 coming up. Second down 2, Shamrocks. Shotgun formation. Quarterback Ja'Cory Sumter is going to call his own number, going right. Going to be brought down, tackled from behind by Jaquan Corley and Travis Gates for Batesburg-Leesville. Give it to Tank Gates all alone, actually. Travis got him number 65. Clock down to 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Eau Claire being very deliberate here. Ball spot short of the 20-yard line. At the 22-yard line is the marker. First down 10. 4 receiver set. Sumter's going to throw quick to his right. Caught and hammered down. That's Drew Centilla coming up with a big tackle for loss. It's a loss of 5. We'll call it 6. Second down and Sweet 16 coming up. As Eau Claire on a big loss of yardage on the play. Second down, 16 coming up here for Eau Claire. In Panther territory, trailing 7-0. Ball spot inside the 30. Sumter will work again out of the shotgun. 4 receiver look, 2 on either side. He's facing some pressure, trying to escape, not going to do it. Panthers are going to get the sack. Give it to Jaden Davis. No, give it to Jaden Millhouse. Jaden Millhouse with the sack of Ja'Cory Sumter, the quarterback, and another loss on the play. Third down and long, just inside the 35-yard line of Batesburg-Leesville. Back-to-back negative yard plays here for the Eau Claire Shamrocks. They're going to bunch 4 receivers all together in that Emery and Henry formation over there on the right side. They're going to go a little wildcat here, trying to catch the Panthers off guard. Not going to do that, as Jaden Davis had it sniffed out. It's just a gain of 3. Brings up 4th down, 17. Offense going to remain in the field here for Eau Claire. I don't believe they have any confidence in any sort of kicking game over there, as they did not elect to punt the football on 4th and long from their own 43-yard line on their opening possession. And they eventually would turn the ball over to Batesburg-Leesville on downs, giving Batesburg-Leesville good field position. Timeout, first of the night, being called by Eau Claire. We'll stop the clock here in the first quarter. The clock never stops as far as customer service goes over at Economy Furniture Company in downtown Leesville. The Shealy family for over 75 years, bringing you great deals, wonderful service before and after the sale on high-quality furniture, bedding, appliances, and more over at Economy Furniture Company, downtown Leesville. The Shealy family, Otho, Brent, Brian, Betsy, all great Panther athletes, and more generations coming up, excellent athletes as well, playing volleyball and baseball here in the future. So it's 4th down and long here for the Eau Claire Shamrocks in Panther territory around the 30-yard line. Left hash moving right to left. 3 receivers to the right, quarterback looking that way. Panthers bring pressure. Pass is incomplete. And it's another turnover on downs to Batesburg-Leesville, who will take over 1st down and 10 with a 7-0 lead at their own 30-yard line. 27 seconds left on the clock here in the opening quarter, with the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers leading 7-0, gearing up for their second offensive series of this ball game. Katie Witt's going to be the receiver over on the right side. Panthers going to have that freshman quarterback. Now that's Amadre throwing, incomplete. Amadre Wooden with a pass, incomplete to Jeremiah Merritt, who had 3 steps on the defender, but Amadre just led him by a hair too long. That may be the first pass that Amadre Wooden has thrown in his career. I'll have to double check with Jay Hendricks at halftime. Brings up second down 10. I thought we threw in Terrence Cook really quickly in at quarterback. Then it was Amadre Wooden. Now KD Witt's going to be back there. And KD is going to call his own number. KD to the 40. KD 45, 50. Going through Eau Claire like a knife through butter. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown. KD Witt. Touchdown, Batesburg-Leesville, KD. A lightning bolt here and a lightning bolt there. Raining down thunder from Mount Olympus. We are going to miss that young man when he graduates. Let's hold on to him and enjoy the ride for as long as we can. It's another touchdown that KD scores for over 50 yards or more. That's 18 in his career now. Panthers up 13-0. Let's make it 14 as Smith boots it through. With 7 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Batesburg-Leesville 14, Eau Claire 0. Welcome back to Batesburg-Leesville. Panthers will kick it away. It's going to be gobbled up around the 10-yard line. To the 15 goes the return, and across the 20 to the 22. KD Witt with a 70-yard. There is a penalty marker down. KD Witt with a 70-yard touchdown run to put the Panthers ahead 14-0. There's a flag on the field near side at the 40 in front of the Panther bench. I don't think the officials realized that a flag maybe was either thrown or just inadvertently fell out of a pocket. No, there is a penalty being signaled, and it's going against the Eau Claire Shamrocks. So the official that threw the flag is going to have a long jog over to retrieve that handkerchief. $14-0, Batesburg-Leesville leading. KD Witt with 2 touchdowns tonight, an 8-yard touchdown reception with 5:40 in the first quarter. And KD Witt, a 70-yard touchdown run out of the Wildcat. Took the snap out of the shotgun behind, 3 yards deep behind the center, and then raced 70 yards into the end zone, breaking through a couple of arm tackle tries by the Shamrocks. KD Witt so explosive and so strong in the lower body. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll flip sides of the field. With the Panthers ahead 14-0. And Eau Claire getting set for their third offensive series of the night. Their previous 2 ending in turnovers on downs. Both on 4th down and long situations. Winner of tonight's playoff contest advances in the upper state and would go on the road most likely to face Chester The region champs out of Eau Claire's region, Region 3. Batesburg-Leesville finishing second in Region 2. As the Cyclones, Chester playing Blacksburg tonight in Chester. But Chester is a very unpredictable team. They're kind of Jekyll and Hyde this season. They lost early ball games, or an early ball game out of region to Saluda, and they lost a region ball game late in the season. Their only loss in region play to Mid-Carolina. Kind of a seesaw, topsy-turvy season. Officials meet again, discussing that last penalty steal. As we're set to begin the second quarter of action here from Panther Stadium. Third consecutive season that Batesburg-Leesville opens the 2A Upper State Playoffs here at home.
They're going to go back to the first quarter positioning from inside down.
So we're going to go back to the first quarter positioning. And replay the down, I guess. No, you can't replay the down. This is a little bizarre. Before you spend all that energy switching sides of the field, you would think the officials would have decided, hey, we ought to just stay here on this side if we're going to make it a do-over. Chain crew not set, and they're going to run the play anyways. Stop short at the 15-yard line as the ball carrier. Chain crew is not set. Chain crew could not get back. They're doing the best they can over there. But the officials weren't looking over to see if the chain crew had caught up to them. Now that everybody's got to run back to the other side. Okay. A little into the first quarter workout here, conducted by our officiating crew. Yeah, they've been getting a little jazzercise done. Maybe watching the dugout, the old dancing to the oldies, or sweating to the oldies VHS tape. We're ready for, and I still no explanation as to why that occurred, why they made them go back and run that play from that position, and didn't. I don't even think they ran time off the clock either. Not sure what that scenario is about. But regardless, one quarter in the books, Batesburg-Leesville ahead, courtesy of two Katie Witt touchdowns, one running, one receiving. Ahead 14-0. Good job, Jay Hendricks, with the tunes, as I mentioned. Sweating to the oldies, he's going to cut us one from 1981, the Kiss Dynasty album. Way to go, Jay. So second down long here for Eau Claire. Sumter, the quarterback, going to try to run outside, and Batesburg-Leesville does a good job of staying put and stringing that play out to the short side of the field. No gain on the play. May have lost a yard stepping out of bounds near the 10-yard line. He was chased out of there by J.R. Stewart. It's third down long here for the Shamrocks. They need the 20-yard line to get a fresh set of downs. They've been playing behind the chains pretty much all night. They have had a couple of first downs and a couple of big yardage plays, but they have stalled out. Let's see what happens here on 3rd and long. Shotgun set, Sumter looking to pass. Panthers bring some pressure. He's going to throw. Picked off, intercepted at the 20. Jack Boudnight, 15-10. Jack 5. Boudnight is into the end zone. His second career pick six. The second pick six in as many weeks for the Panther defense. As Batesburg-Leesville goes up now 20-0. Jack Boudnight, the middle linebacker, stealing one and taking it 20 yards to the house. Panthers lead 20-0. Here comes Batesburg-Leesville's Trey Smith to try to make it a cool 21. And we're legal. 21-0, Batesburg-Leesville. 11:04 to play here in the first half. In the opening round of the 2A Upper State Playoffs against the Shamrocks of Eau Claire. Last year, here at Panther Stadium against Calhoun County, near the end of that ball game, Jack Boudnight intercepted a pass and went 80 yards for the pick six down the near sideline in front of the Panther bench with all the purple and gold going crazy. Tonight, a little bit shorter distance. For Jack, he goes 20, but his second pick six of his career, and Tyler Wooten had one last week for the defense, first of his career. Jack Boudnight going to add another in his senior season. So a penalty will advance the football to the 35-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from there for Eau Claire as the kickoff went out of bounds. So that sets up the penalty at the 35-yard line against Batesburg-Leesville. Pass over the middle, incomplete into double coverage, and well short of his intended receiver. Second down coming up. If you watch Sumter, the quarterback, he's definitely more of a running threat than a passer, but he's got like a little, kind of almost like a jump serve, if you will, when he releases the football. Like a little hitch in his giddy-up. Take the snap out of the shotgun, going to run. Picks up a yard, and that's all, as he is stonewalled at the 37-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long here for the Shamrocks in their own territory, trailing Batesburg-Leesville 21-0. Eau Claire moving left to right. They've got the ball spotted at the left hash mark. Short side of the field is towards that Eau Claire bench, the quarterback's left. He'll put 2 receivers over there, and he'll balance out the line with a couple to his right. They're on 3rd down and about 8. New quarterback, a lefty. Southpaw going to throw complete for a short gain as the receiver steps out of bounds. He actually lost yardage, a loss of 3. It's going to bring up 4th down and 10. That's Josh Smith, number 3, with that pass. 4th and 10 coming up at their own 35-yard line. They're going to go for it again. They just do not have a punter, or just do not believe in punting the football whatsoever. Eau Claire just does not kick. So they could turn it over and give the ball back to the Panthers in great field position once again. And that's what's going to happen. Jack Baldnight is going to show him that, hey, I work out in the weight room just about every day, if not every day. And I'll take you down with a hip toss here at the 35-yard line. Panthers take over, another turnover on downs. And Batesburg-Leesville takes over inside the Eau Claire 40-yard line at the 38. This game could get really, really out of hand here in the next couple of minutes. I think if you were looking for a late night tonight here at Panther Stadium, not going to happen unless you're with the cleanup crew or something. It's going to be a rolling clock in the second half. I'm kind of going to give you that prediction. Madre Wooden is going to be flushed out of the backfield. Binky is going to throw incomplete, too high for KD Witt at the 35-yard line. Brings up second down 10 Panthers, leading 21-0. 9:51 to play in the opening half. Eau Claire coming into this playoff game with just one win in their region, and that's all it takes anymore to get into the playoffs. Now that we have 5 games, as you know, back in the past it was 4. If you just have to win one game in your region and you're in. We're going to toss it back to Madre Wooden. Wooden trying to get outside. We'll get to that outside edge, picking up good yardage for 10, out of bounds at the 29-yard line of Eau Claire. That's an 11-yard run. Overall in the season, Eau Claire managed 5 wins, but if you look at their schedule, one of those wins was the season opener against Ridgeland, a 1A team. Next week at Bethune-Bowman, a Class A team. Then they lost to a SCHSL Greenwood Christian team. And a win over a 1A Williston Elko. And a 5-point win over a 1A Ridge Spring Minetta. They didn't see another win until a 4-point victory, 22-18, over a very bad Columbia team. Here's the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers. Quarterback Race Binky getting all the way down to the 5-yard line. He made it all the way to the end zone against Saluda. The final touchdown in regulation that the Panthers needed on a 40-yard touchdown run last week. He almost gets into the end zone here tonight, but stopped short, tracked down at the 7-yard line. Panthers knocking on the door. Panthers going to put 2 receivers to the right. Katie Witt in the slot over there. Madre Wooden behind his quarterback will take the handoff, and he will just waltz into the end zone for a touchdown. A penalty marker is unveiled, however. Let's see if it's a holding penalty against the Panthers, or potentially a penalty against Eau Claire. Holding Batesburg-Leesville, so a Madre, and that touchdown comes off the board. Panthers ahead 21-0. Birch Antley with you here on WBLR 103.3 FM and 1430 AM. Also streaming live on Panther TV, live on YouTube, the YouTube channel, and on the Huddle Watch Huddle channel. Sure, there's a big crowd again checking out the action on those hot new wonderful flat screens over at Wiz's Eatery with a big platter of wings or a couple of Bates burgers in front of you, or a nice steaming plate of homemade pasta. Whatever Jim's got cooking up in the kitchen, you know it's going to be outstanding. Binky wants to pass. Going to throw for the end zone. Binky, what a catch! Guess who it is? If you're going to make one like that, you're going to say, hey, Junior Wickfall, I'm coming for you, because he used to make them like that in big games from that tight end position back in 1986. I saw it right there in that end zone against Central of Pageland, making one just about like that. Junior Wickfall did, making it this time. It's KD Witt. What a catch by KD. Getting closer to that career receiving yards record held for the last 39 years by Junior. Took two KD Witt hands to bring that one in. It did take just one of Junior's against Central of Pageland in that playoff game to send us up to Blacksburg, where he caught another one-handed. We'd have thrown that ball anywhere around Junior in 1986 in overtime against Silver Bluff. That's another state championship trophy over there in the trophy room. What a catch by KD. Here's the return for Eau Claire across the 20-25 and stop shy of that 30-yard line. KD Witt, another touchdown tonight. He's got 3. 8 minutes, 43 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Panthers on top comfortably, 28-0. We brought up 20 players from the junior varsity roster for the playoffs. I think all 20 will be in logging their first, some of them, their first varsity action. Probably on the next offensive series. Big tackle for another loss there. Batesburg-Leesville. Travis Tank Gates. Another 4-year starter on that defensive line. Loss of 2 brings up second down 12 at the Eau Claire 27-yard line. Eight minutes remaining here in the half. Eau Claire football, trailing Batesburg-Leesville by 4 scores, 28-0. They're looking at second down 12 in their own territory. Got a handoff left, another loss on the play. Panthers all over the ball carrier. That's another one for Tank Gates. Back-to-back TFLs for Travis Gates. Loss of 1 this time. Third down 12 coming up here for the Shamrocks. Three receivers to the right. Quarterback looking that way. He's going to throw across his body. Incomplete. Brings up fourth down and long. And if I'm the head coach for Eau Claire, I'm going to be looking into the stands, maybe go check the bus again, see if the puncher overslept or something. But I'd bring somebody out to try to kick it instead of going for it. They find somebody here for the first time tonight. But don't be surprised if he just doesn't take off running. This might be a fake. From the 25-yard line, they're looking at fourth down and 14, their own 25. They're in punt formation for the first time tonight, and the guy back there looks a little shall you say, kind of like, do you want me to really kick it? I think he's going to run. I think it's going to be a fake. Nope. He's going to fake me out. It is a kick, and it's a pretty good one. I don't know why they didn't do that the last 3 drives instead of giving up the ball to Batesburg-Leesville in their own territory. But Batesburg-Leesville takes over 1st and 10, still with outstanding field position in Eau Claire territory at the Eau Claire Shamrock 46-yard line, leading 28-0. Ball spot actually at the 46. Right hash, Panthers moving right to left. Wide side of the field to the left. Katie Witt's over there, slot receiver. Amadre Wooden going to leave the backfield, and that's going to be a penalty against Batesburg-Leesville, I believe. Whistled against the Panthers for a false start of legal procedure. Batesburg-Leesville looking at first down now. Panthers going to swing it out. Caught Amadre Wooden. Amadre 45 spins down shy of the 40-yard line. Good yardage there on that pass from Reese Binky and the near flat screen action to Amadre Wooden. Nine-yard reception. Just the 6th time we've thrown to Amadre Wooden this season. He's got 1 receiving touchdown. The touchdown earlier by Katie Witt, he caught it falling backwards into the end zone, was for 16 yards earlier. Handoff of Amadre, hit in the backfield, fights through it, picks up positive yardage short of the 40-yard line. They'll give him the 40. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down for Batesburg-Leesville with 5:55 remaining here in the half. Katie Witt has touched the football 3 times tonight. And on all 3 times, Katie Witt has put points on the scoreboard here at Panther Stadium. He scored 3 touchdowns. So that's a incredible touch-to-touchdown ratio of 100%. For the season, it's been a ratio of 1 to 4. Every 4 touches is a score. Here's Amadre Wooden plowing through, stays on his feet 30. Amadre 25, stopped short of the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 18. First down, Batesburg-Leesville. Panther first down. Amadre Wooden last week going over 200 yards again for the 7th record-setting, 7th consecutive week. And Amadre has the most rushing yards in Batesburg-Leesville Panther history. Amadre with more 100-yard rushing games than any other Panther and more 200-yard rushing games. Amadre going to take the handoff right side to the 25. He's going to try to turn on the Jets at the 20 as a flag comes in late. It's a run of about 6 there for Amadre. But the penalty is going to go against Batesburg-Leesville, so the run will come back. Stops the clock at 4 minutes, 34 seconds. So a penalty marker for Batesburg-Leesville. Infraction costs the Panthers some yardage here and puts the ball spot in between the hashes at the Eau Claire 33-yard line. It's first down still. Panthers are going to put Jeremiah Merritt, receiver near side in front of that Panther bench, to Reese Binky's left. Two receivers over to the right. Going to throw, caught. Batesburg-Leesville has a first down to Jaden Davis, short of the 10-yard line. Good throw from Reese Binky on a quick timing route. They knew Jaden had to be down there, and Jaden did his job. First down at the 12-yard line, Batesburg-Leesville. Panthers knocking on the Shamrocks' door again. Amadre Wooden going to go a little wildcat. And Amadre going to lose his footing there on that grass that's been chewed up. Loss of one there. So it brings up second down from the 13-yard line. Second down here with 2 minutes, 55 seconds remaining. Reese Binky is going to come back in. Panthers are going to go with a normal offensive formation here. Normal look for Batesburg-Leesville this season. With Binky in the shotgun and Amadre the single setback. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. A little fake handoff to Amadre. Binky going to call his own number, but a good tackle there by the defensive end who stayed put and stuck Binky for a loss of 2 at the 15-yard line. So the Panthers kind of stalling here. See if we can move it out of neutral. In 4-down territory, looking at third down. Third down long, 3rd and 13 from the Shamrock 15-yard line. KD and Nashon, the receivers out to the right, Jeremiah to the left. Out of the shotgun with Wooden in the backfield. Binky going to roll to his right, has plenty of time. Going to fire for the end zone. There he is. Caught. Touchdown. Guess who? Number 2. 4 touches, 4 scores. KD Witt. Not enough words to describe the playmaking ability of KD Witt. Somebody is going to get one for their Division I college team next year that is going to be the prize pick of them all. Because what you get with KD is this, everything. Wow, 39-yard touchdown there. 4 touches, 4 touchdowns for KD Witt. He's got 39 receiving yards total. He was coming into the game 118 shy of Junior Wigfall. 4 touches, 4 scores. Andy Hendricks, have you ever seen
No. It's
a KD Witt? You've been around as long as us. We've seen it all.
It's incredible. It's
Nothing.
incredible.
And what to top it off, Andy, he's a 3-time academic All-American.
There you go.
Wow. KD Witt. We have been treated, and I hope none of us has taken it for granted. Here's a good return for Eau Claire. Out to the 43-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10, trailing 35-0.
The play is on the return, 25 yards. The player starts first down at 10. 42.
First down and 10, Eau Claire. Around the 42-yard line. Moving left to right. Quarterback going to call his own number again, trying to spin out for yardage. And Tank Gates is there to spin him down. It is a gain of 2. Second down, 8 coming up here for Eau Claire. If it were not for the Eau Claire Shamrocks, Batesburg-Leesville would not have a 1979 2A state championship. I'll tell you more after this play. Penalty marker, that's going to go against Eau Claire. More movement on a TikTok video before the snap. Back in early 1970s, a school principal by the name of Paul Stevens leaves Eau Claire High School and comes to Batesburg-Leesville. That principal had hired legends future legends in the football world, like Jimmy Satterfield, like Art Baker, like Dick Sheridan. Here's a run, gonna go for another loss over at Eau Claire High School, and a basketball legend named George Glimp. Then Paul Stevens comes over to Batesburg-Leesville, brings his son Greg with him, who was quarterback and defensive back over at Eau Claire, and he becomes quarterback and defensive back at Batesburg-Leesville under a new coach that he hired named Ed Porter. Paul Stevens was a football player, offensive lineman at the University of South Carolina, loved the sport of football and knew that it could reap benefits for a school, for the students in the classroom as well, and for the culture. And he got it going again. So thank you, Eau Claire, for giving us Paul Stevens, who in return really has given us a lot of what we have here today. And that right now, that's a 35-0 lead over Eau Claire, as we will go to halftime here in the 2A Upper State Playoffs, round number 1. I'm Bert Chantley. Stay with us. We'll give you some halftime stats. It's all KD Witt. Madre's going to sneak in there once or twice, but it's all KD, and we'll talk maybe about Jack Boatnight, but it's more about KD. Panthers lead 35-0 here at the half.
We would like to remind you that the Batesburg-Leesville High School Panther players invite you to join them for their fall musical night song. Bluegrass or Love, Lost, Faith, Redemption features beautiful music by Steve Martin and a cast of incredibly gifted students. Performances are this weekend only. Tomorrow, Saturday the 8th at 2 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. and Sunday, November 9th at 3 p.m. Be located at the B&L Fine Arts Center. Tickets are $8 for free students and staff. $12 for general admission. Available at the door or online. Reserve your seats now. Come out and support your Panther players as they bring this inspiring Southern tale to life. You won't miss Bright Star.
Halftime here in Batesburg-Leesville as the Panthers on top here at home, 35-0 over Eau Claire in the opening round of the 2A Upper State Playoffs. Scoring update from along the banks of the Catawba River. It's Chester, the Cyclones, leading Blacksburg 14-0. I believe that one has just entered halftime. Winner of tonight's game, which if I had to bring out my best guess, it's going to be Batesburg-Leesville, unless we just don't come back any of the players in the second half. And Sean Connolly, our technical director and line producer on the video stream, has to come down and play against Eau Claire by himself. Batesburg-Leesville's probably going to win this game and would have to play the winner of that Chester-Blacksburg game. If it's Chester, it's going to be at Chester. If it's Blacksburg, it's going to be here at Panther Stadium. But right now, it's the Cyclones of Chester leading 14-0. And that game at halftime, where we are at the half here at Panther Stadium on a beautiful early November evening. If the second round of the playoffs go the way of the Panthers, then the third round would, if you looked at how, if you just go with higher seeds, it would most likely be Strom-Thurmond over in the Peach Fields for a nice little rematch that I think the Panthers would love to have. Maybe settle a little score from this season. That would be something, wouldn't it? In the third round, Batesburg-Leesville at Strom-Thurmond, and then playing for an upper state championship either here at home, if it is a team that did not win a region title, or it could be back at Clinton, South Carolina. Got a little score to settle with the Red Devils too. And then if you get past that, it's just smooth sailing the other way down I-26 to Oliver C. Dawson Stadium on a Saturday at South Carolina State University against a team from the lower state for a chance to put a shiny new trophy in that shiny new gym here at Batesburg-Leesville High, at the campus of Batesburg-Leesville High School. That would be a nice little December finish, wouldn't it? But we've still got some work to do. Nevertheless, that would put us with 4 more weeks of getting to see plays that K.D. Witt has been giving us week in and week out. 4 times he touches the football tonight, and K.D. Witt, every time, it ends up with points on the scoreboard for Batesburg-Leesville. Going over the scoring drives for you, Panthers score first with 5:41 in the first quarter. A turnover on downs by Eau Claire puts Batesburg-Leesville 57 yards away from the end zone, and Reese Binky puts an 8-yard touchdown pass into the hands of K.D. Witt. Then with 7 seconds left in the first quarter, K.D. Witt lines up in the wildcat position 3 yards behind center in the shotgun on third down, and he goes 70 yards to put Batesburg-Leesville up 14-0 after the Trey Smith extra point. And then Jack Boltnight, the only other Panther to get into the end zone tonight beside K.D. Witt, but he does it on defense. His second pick 6 of his career as Jack Boltnight goes 20 yards on the interception return. Panthers up 21-0 after the extra point by Smith. Then it's K.D. Witt falling backwards into the end zone, catching a pass from Reese Binky from 16 yards away. His third touchdown. Give him the ball one more time. Binky puts one up in the air, and K.D. Witt comes down with another amazing catch. A 15-yard catch this time with 1:43. And Batesburg-Leesville watches K.D. Witt put up 4 touchdowns here in the first half. Batesburg-Leesville leads 35-0 here at the break. We've got about 8 more minutes until we return to the action. Stay with us. It's like watching those Savannah Bananas play. You know how they do those trick plays?
Yeah.
With Katie making those circus catches?
Yeah. That last one, holy shit.
Where did that come from? What did Jay just say over there?
You wanted Quentin to do the.
Oh, the shuffle.
Hey, how are you, sir? Yeah, to do the whatever. That was his song or something.
All right, what does Katie have receiving now, yardage-wise?
What
That
did we
last
say?
touchdown was
39
what?
plus 39 plus 15, so 54 yards.
All right, so 54 minus
3
118.
receptions.
4. 5 from 11 is what? 6?
Yeah.
He needs 64 yards to break Junior's record.
There you go.
And he's broken his. He's now the single. He's got most receiving touchdowns
And
in a single season.
and if Amadre gets 16 more yards, he'll be 5,000.
Right. The only 5,000.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
That's big.
Yeah.
Oh.
Demetra Summers had 9,000 in his career.
Might have been TV.
It was close. It was
Yeah,
something like
that was
that.
better. You know who made that? Who made that? He stayed in baseball.
That made the song.
Who? They call him A.O. Big Guy.
That's right. Yeah. But he in front of you. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. You made some money off of this? You making some money off of this song? In big time?
What? This thing up in nationwide, overseas.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
couple of scores from the upstate playoffs. Clinton leads North Central 42-0 at the half. Late second quarter, Andrew Jackson 21, 96-8. Next week, opponent for the winner of this game, Chester leads Blacksburg 24-0 at the half. If you lost a ring last week at Panther Stadium, please see Athletics Director Eric Gambrell to identify. He's on the field, but a wedding band was found last week. There are identifying marks.
Welcome back, everybody, as we are ready to get this second half underway. Second half kickoff being brought to you by Economy Furniture Company, downtown Leesville, Shealy Family for over 75 years, bringing you great prices, great service before and after the sale, and high-quality bedding, furniture, mattresses, TVs, appliances, more, you name it. They're going to have a big, huge Thanksgiving sale here this month, all month long. Be sure to check out the circular and check them out online, economyfurniturecompany.com. Penalty marker going against Eau Claire on the kickoff attempt here, so they'll have to line up 5 yards deeper in their own territory to kick it towards the Panthers. Kicking away left to right. Batesburg-Leesville beginning the second half with a lead 35-0 here in the opening round of the 2A Upper State Playoffs. South Carolina High School League rule, when you're up by 42 points, you go to a running clock. In the second half, they're trying to go for an onside kick. Did not go the required 10 yards. Another penalty marker against Eau Claire. So that's 2 attempts and 2 penalties against the Shamrocks. I think everybody on that front line for Batesburg-Leesville will be expecting an onside kick. Go to the well one more time, you would think. Officials still huddling.
Illegal touching against Eau Claire.
It was an illegal touch there by Eau Claire.
44.
And Batesburg-Leesville will take over in great field position. Our average starting field position has been about at the 40 of Eau Claire. And we will take over here at the 44-yard line of the Shamrocks to get the second half finally underway. Reese Binky is going to remain in at quarterback. Amadre Wooden will remain the tailback. It's going to be Amadre with the carry. Amadre is going to be stopped short of the 40-yard line at the 42. It's a gain of 2. Brings ahead 2nd down and 8. Second down, 8, Batesburg-Leesville with possession and the lead. Ball spot at the Eau Claire 42-yard line. Panthers moving right to left. Ball spot at that right hash. Wide side of the field to Binky's left. KD Witt's in the slot over there. See if KD goes 5 for 5. It's going to be a delayed quarterback keeper. Trying to sprint draw left side. Gets it out to the 40. Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd down. 3rd down at 6. Binky, junior quarterback, heads to the huddle. He just got that play off the sideline from head coach Greg Lawson. KD Witt, Nashawn Stewart are going to be wide to the right side this time. Here on 3rd down and 6. Turns, gives Amadre. Amadre with a hole and a 1st down and a little more shy of the 30-yard line. A gain of about 8. 1st down Panthers, fresh set of downs here. Keeping the drive alive out at the Eau Claire 31-yard line. Eau Claire, for their credit, they really have not been dismantled, blown out by a huge, huge margin by any team this season. The team that scored the most points against them was Fairfield Central in a 49-20 win 3 weeks ago. Binky looking left, going to throw incomplete, too high for KD Witt. And it actually touched KD's hand. So the streak of perfection right there technically has been stopped. So 5 official touches now and 4 touchdowns. Second down, Panthers. Ball at the 31-yard line of Eau Claire. Yeah, Fairfield Central put 49 on Eau Claire. They lost that game. Eau Claire did 49-20, and then it was a 48-30 loss at Pillion. Here's a Madre Wooden trying to get to the 20 and is going to be horse-collared out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Penalty marker comes in. Gain of 11. And it will be a first down for Batesburg-Leesville. Yeah, and Eau Claire has never been shut out, or has not been shut out this season either.
Personal foul, face mask against Eau Claire.
So a face mask penalty going against Eau Claire puts Panthers inside the 10-yard line now. It will be first and goal to go.
For 5,000 yards.
And a Madre Wooden with that carry. Now the only 5,000-yard rusher here in Batesburg-Leesville, and the crowd applauds, getting the word from Jay Hendricks in the public address. Let's bring him out after this play so he can get a standing ovation. Now watch Madre probably just take it right into the end zone. We're going to give, nope, Binky going to throw one. It is caught over there on the far side. KD Witt trying to get free, and that's going to be a penalty against Eau Claire as they went a little overboard there and trying to take down KD Witt. KD with another reception, but the result of the play is going to be probably no gain yardage-wise. Face mask penalty there. So it was a 1-yard reception. KD Witt now with 65 receiving yards in this ball game. Or check that, I'm sorry, 55. KD is going to be a receiver over on the right side. Panthers now inside the 5-yard line. First and goal from there. Handoff of Madre, and Madre gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Batesburg-Leesville. Touchdown. The 5,000-yard man, a Madre Wooden. And Batesburg-Leesville goes on top of Eau Claire now 41-0. Here comes Trey Smith for another PAT. It's up. It's good. It's 42-0, Batesburg-Leesville. With 8:56 remaining here in the third quarter. Stay with us. This is playoff Panther football on WBLR and streaming live digital video on YouTube and Huddle. It's Panther TV. We're at Panther Stadium on a beautiful Friday night to open the playoff season. Third consecutive year we do so here at home. 2023, it was against Chesney in a loss. 2024, it was against Columbia High and a big win. Good job on kickoff return team there for Batesburg-Leesville to stop that Eau Claire return from being set up into anything positive. They get on that returner just briefly after he received that kick. It's Eau Claire possession, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Driving left to right, down 42-0. Shamrocks will work out of that shotgun with Sumter, their quarterback. Sumter going to run, and he is going to big drop for a gain of 1. That's all. 2nd down 9 coming up.
Wrapped up by Houston Summers. Get a point. Second and 9.
2nd down, 9 to go here for Eau Claire. In their own territory at the 26-yard line. They're going to bunch 4 receivers up together. A little Emery and Henry look again. Out of the Wildcat. Throw caught over on that far flat and getting loose for 8, maybe 9 yards is the receiver. Out to the 34-yard line.
Complete to Walker. Not done hounds by Ken. Martin.
Kyle Walker,
Third down and 2.
the catch. Brings up 3rd down and 2. Third down and short here for Eau Claire. It's been rare that they've had a third manageable. Sumter, little shoulder roll, going to fire downfield, intercepted. No. Batesburg-Leesville unable to hang on, but it's broken up by Cam Martin. Sets up 4th down and short here for Eau Claire. Trey Smith getting warmed up on the Batesburg-Leesville sideline, getting it right arm loosened up. He's going to come in most likely to replace Reese Binke at quarterback when Batesburg-Leesville begins their next offensive drive. Fourth down and 2. Eau Claire lining up to go for it. Now they're going to call a timeout. With 5:22 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 42-0, Batesburg-Leesville. Eau Claire being faced with 4th down and short, even their own territory when we return. Eau Claire calling timeout. They want to talk strategy as they're looking at 4th down and 2 with the ball spot at their own 33-yard line. They were stopped in the first half by turnover on downs 4 times in their own territory, deciding not to punt on 4th and long situations. Here it's a 4th and short situation. They're going to line up and go for it appears. Out of the shotgun, Sumter going to call his own number. Panthers Not going to be able to get him. He's got a first down. Tackled out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It was a gain of 6 on the play. Panthers had a chance to get him, but Sumter was able to shimmy away from the Panther in pursuit behind the line of scrimmage. He got an angle to that sideline and gets a fresh set of downs. So for the first time tonight, Eau Claire able to convert on 4th down, keep a drive going. They're going to go with a 4-receiver set, trips out to the left side. That's the wide side of the Eau Claire field towards their bench. Quarterback deadlock looking that way, throw caught, complete. Far side for a first down and a little more into Batesburg-Leesville territory out at the Panther 48-yard line, and it will advance 15 yards more, as that's a penalty, I believe, that might be going against the Panthers most likely, judging by the timing of when and where it was thrown. Oh, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Eau Claire, against the Shamrocks. So the penalty going against the offense, not the defense, and that's a critical penalty there against Eau Claire. They had a first down in Panther territory. Now they still got the first down, but it's a 1st and 12, and it's back in Eau Claire Shamrock area on their side of the field at the 43-yard line. Quarterback keeper going left, finds a little crease, and zigzags his way out across the 45-yard line to the Eau Claire 47, maybe the 48. An 11-yard run there, so it's 3rd down and 1. Near midfield at the Eau Claire 48-yard line. They're going to put Eau Claire is 3 Shamrocks out to the right. 3 receivers right side. And a 4-receiver set. Trips right, single receiver up top to the left. Sumter, the quarterback keeper, he's got a first down and more as he gets left in that outside boundary. Popped it outside the numbers and keeps the drive going here for Eau Claire. Tell you what, if my super talented director and producer on the TV side of things, the digital video side, Sean Conley, can get a camera on that sideline area on number 59 for purple. Little Sawyer, James, the younger brother of John Sawyer, is now at Erskine. He's got some dance moves. I'm sure he gets that from his dad, Greg. He was no social butterfly on the dance floor, I'm told. 2nd down coming up here for Eau Claire. That's a gain of 3. Second down, 7 here for the Shamrocks. In Panther territory at the 41-yard line. Sumter looking to pass. Now he's going to have to tuck it and run. And he's going to pick up a couple, but that's all, as the Panthers will stick on him. And he actually is going to work it out for about maybe 3, possibly 4 yards to the 36. No, it was a fumble, are they calling? A fumble. Is that the initial word, a fumble into the hands of Batesburg-Leesville? You might want to
That is the end of the third quarter.
have another look. But regardless, if you look at the scoreboard, it's triple zeros. That's the end of the third quarter. But let's figure out who's going to be in possession before we put those four fingers in the air. Defense looks like they're coming off the field, but still no word yet from the officials. Regardless, let's go ahead and do it. Put four fingers in the air. We're going to the final stanza. When we return here to Panther Stadium in the opening round of the 2A Upper State Playoffs with Batesburg-Leesville leading 42-0 over Eau Claire. Ready to get the fourth quarter underway here from beautiful Panther Stadium in its 50th year.
The result of the previous play was not a fumble.
So it was not a fumble on the previous play. It is a retention of the football by Eau Claire, so they remain on offense. Looking at third down and about 3 here from the Batesburg-Leesville 36-yard line. They'll work it out of the shotgun, moving right to left as we begin the fourth quarter. Sumter rolling out to his right. That's going to be incomplete. No, it's going to be a loss of 1, actually. Sets up 4th down and 4. Fourth and 4, Shamrocks. Now they're, I would say, in 4-down territory. They've only punted the ball once tonight. They had 4 times that they go with a turnover on downs in their own territory. On 4th and long situations where they just said, we're not going to bring the punter out. When they did bring the punter out that one time, he didn't do so bad at all. Sumter's going to throw. It's going to be caught for the first down. Got what they needed to the 30-yard line. So they'll keep the drive alive. Second time tonight, a 4th down is converted for the Shamrocks. So it hasn't all been so bad. Sumter going to throw. Ball's batted in the air. Tip drill. Panthers get it. It was tipped up by KD, and it was pocketed by Drew Centella. who leads the team now this season with pickoffs, as Drew Centilla with his, I believe that's his 4th interception of the season. Check that, his 3rd, so he and KD are tied with the team lead at 3. Drew Centilla with 3 fumble recoveries this season as well on defense. So it's an Eau Claire turnover, puts the Panthers in possession at the Batesburg-Leesville 26-yard line. Panthers going to go with a handoff here. Mario Waters, but a whistle and a penalty before the play could be fired away. 5-yard penalty against Batesburg-Leesville. False start. New quarterback is number 14, Trey Smith, the 6'1", 160-pound sophomore. When he has been in this season, he has been very, very accurate. Just a few plays under his belt, but they have all been great ones. Here's a run by Mario, and Mario Waters is going to have the first down and more. Gets a huge chunk of that yardage back. Stopped short of the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Fresh set of downs for the Panthers. Here with 4:14 remaining in the ball game. Panthers have it spotted at their own 40-yard line. KD Witt, slot receiver right side. Smith is going to turn it and give it to Mario Waters instead. Mario with a handoff run for a few. Gain of 3 to the 44-yard line. Now they mark it at 43. Clock moving now under 3.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Haven't had an update in a while from Chester in that contest between Chester and Blacksburg. At halftime, it was Chester 14, Blacksburg nothing. Going to pitch it to Mario Waters. Waters hamstrung at the 47-yard line. Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd down and manageable for the Panthers. 3rd and about 3. Panthers quarterback Trey Smith coming into tonight. 7 of 11, 64% passing completion rate, 98 yards and 2 touchdown passes. So that's a first down for Batesburg-Leesville. Fresh set of downs as Mario Waters converts. Puts the spot at midfield at the 50. And clock will dip below 2 minutes to play. First and 10 Panthers. KD Witt, your receiver in the slot, flanked by Nashawn Stewart over on that left side. We'll turn, we'll give it to Mario Waters. Waters hitting the backfield by 2 defenders. Drop for a loss.
Waters stopped for a 2-yard loss. 2nd down, 12.
Clock now going to 1:20 and rolling. Panthers will be the only team this season to shut out the Eau Claire Shamrocks in a 42-0 win what this one should go down as. And the Panthers are moving along for the second consecutive year in the 2A Upper State Playoffs as we will advance into the second round. We'll hand off here first. And that's going to be Mario Waters being stopped short of the first down marker, shy of the 40 at the 38. 9-yard pickup with 40 seconds to play in the ball game. Going to 20 seconds. Third down, we should just take a knee. That's what we do. And the Panthers shut out the Shamrocks. Batesburg-Leesville getting their second shutout of the season. A 42-0 blanking of Eau Claire here in the opening round of the 2A Upper State Playoffs. Panthers move along, most likely going to Chester next week. Pull it up on Google Maps. You can find your way there. 42-0. The final here. 4 touchdowns for K.D. Witt. He's still some yards shy of Junior Wickfall in the all-time receiving yards record. And tonight, Amadre Wooden plateaus at over 5,000 yards now. He's setting that bar higher and higher. We've never had a 5,000-yard rusher until Amadre Wooden comes along and rewrites the history books. Panthers win. We'll see you on the road next week. Tune us in if you can't make it on WBLR. 1430 on your AM side, 103.3 on that FM side. And you can watch online and listen as well to Panther TV. Check them out. Check it out on YouTube or the Huddle app. We will have playoff football next Friday night from what appears to be Chester, but we'll find out for sure later on. For Ken Durst back at the radio studio, for Sean Conley here at the video side, for Eric Gambrell, the athletic director, and Coach Greg Lawson, I am Birch Antley saying so long from Panther Stadium here in Batesburg-Leesville. We will talk to you next time.